Okay, once you've signed into Imikimi, you want to click on Make a Kimi. It'll bring you to this page right here. I'm going to go ahead and select on your canvas, and you resize your canvas just by kind of pulling on these little on the sides here. Alright. Over here, when you click on your canvas, you write your layers, your current layers, and every graphic or text or picture that you add will move here to the left side to show you where it is in the layer, whether it's at the bottom or the top of the layers. And this is your undo button to undo the last change you just did, which I generally just use this button out of all of these up here. And to the right, you want to get familiar with all of these buttons over here. When you scroll over them, a little box will pop up and let you know what they are and what they're used for. I generally stick with the photos and image button and the text button, outline, fill, shadow, and then these 4 drop-in boxes down here, which these 2 here are, the only difference is these have like a shadowed effect along with an outline, and then these kind of have a blurred or faded effect around your pictures once you drop them in. And then you have your colors, and down here are your properties of whatever button that you select. So select the outline, go down to properties, and it gives you outline properties. This will give you the width of the outline. You set it to 10 being the thickest, or set it to 0 to have none. I don't usually mess with the dash. Just right there. And I also don't usually use one around my canvas. So I'll go ahead and set that to 0. Also though, you can change the color. So I selected outline again. Selected it to put it to 10. Came up here and changed my colors. So you kind of learn how to do that. I'm going to set that to 0. Now this is just kind of to get you familiar with the buttons. So just select on the shape button and add a square. See, it kind of already has an outline. Select the square, select the outline button, change the width of it to whatever you like. Let's change the color. We'll set it back to black. Now if you select the fill button and then change the color, it's going to fill in the square. Now if you select the canvas and change the color, while fill is selected, it's going to change the whole background. But I keep mine white usually. Okay. Now gradient will do this. It'll have that effect right there. They also have a couple different options down here you can choose from. And then if you just select this, you can move it around like that. And just kind of play. And here's a drop-in box. Now see, this is where your layers go into effect. See how it's on top? These 2 buttons down here, I don't generally have to mess with any of these, just these 2 right here. We'll move your pictures, you know, your text or your graphics or whatever you have on your canvas. It'll move it up and down in the layers. Okay, move it down and it'll drop it under. But I'm going to move it up, just like that. And the same with your text. You know, right now it's on top, so it's where I need it to be. Okay. We're going to enlarge the text just by clicking on it and dragging the sides. And with the text, you can add a shadow to it by clicking on the shadow button. Okay. Again, you can move your shadow around with just that right there. Go down to your shadow properties and you can blur it or kind of define it as much as you like. Kind of give it, you know, a heavier weight. And you can also change the color of your shadow. Oops, I don't know what just happened there. I hit undo to get it back. Okay. And the way you do this is you select on your text, select shadow, because that's what you're going to be changing, and then change the color of your shadow. Now this right here is for the transparency. You see, if you set it all the way down, you're not going to see it, and if you put it up, it's really heavy and thick. So keep it right around there. And again, change the color. Kind of gives it a little neat effect, doing it like that. Now also with your text, you enlarge it some more. Select your text, go over to fill, and this will change the color of your text. Okay. And if you select on outline, it'll give your text an outline. And if you go down here to transparency, kind of gives it, you know, just a slight outline or a really defined outline. And again, you can change the color of the outline. Okay. Just kind of moving it around so you can notice it a little bit better. I'm going to bring in one of my pictures. Let's see. Use this pouty face here. You see how it's on top right now. Again, selecting this button will drop it in the layers, however I like it. But because I have this drop-in box, it's going to automatically drop in. His little pouty face. Alright. And I click on outline, kind of give it a thicker frame, change the color of the frame. That's it right there. It kind of gives you all of them. Yeah. Again, you can add a shadow to the box if you want to. Yeah. And I'm using the transparency button there. Just kind of sliding it back and forth. Or you can change the shadow color. Give it more of a blurrier or defined, however you like it. Okay?